All right, so today we're going deep on someone who's kind of flown under the radar, but whose work I think is, well, super relevant to a lot of us.
Yeah, especially if you're, interested in leadership and like how to make teams actually function well.
Exactly. We're talking about Michael Newnham, and we've got these excerpts about him. And his career is like all over the map in the best way possible.
Oh yeah, from like hardcore academics to leading HR for a huge luxury hotel group. That's not your typical, self-help guru trajectory.
Okay, so first things first. Where's this guy NW? What's he up to?
Right now, he's a senior facilitator with Franklin Covey Middle East.
Oh, the 7 Habits people. I actually used some of their stuff way back when.
For sure, but Newnham's focus is more on their 4 disciplines of execution program.
Okay, so what's that all about?
Think of it like this. How do you actually get stuff done when you're like bombarded with the daily grind? That's what this program is for. It's all about achieving those, BHA's, big, hairy, audacious goals, the kind of stuff that really moves the needle.
Interesting. So he's helping leaders, like, cut through the noise and make real progress.
Exactly. And he's got the cred to back it up, with all that experience.
Right. Speaking of cred, let's rewind a bit. So before Franklin Covey, he was at the Jumeirah Group.
Yep, chief HR officer there. Not just any hotel group either. Jumeirah's like synonymous with luxury.
Oh, yeah, like the Burj Al Arab, that iconic sail-shaped hotel. Crazy.
Exactly. So he wasn't just dealing with HR issues, he was shaping the culture of a whole brand.
A luxury brand at that. The stakes must have been high.
High stakes, high expectations, and before that, he was actually in academia, which is interesting.
Wait, seriously? Like a professor or something?
Uh-huh. Associate Dean at the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management, and an assistant professor at the University of Wollongong in Dubai.
Wow, this guy is like a walking resume.
I know, right? And that's not even all of it. He's also held positions with Hyatt International, Training Services Asia, A&D Intercontinental Hotels Group, mostly in the Asia-Pacific region.
Okay, so clearly this guy knows his stuff.
And from, different angles, that mix of practical and academic experience, it's got to give him a pretty unique perspective, right?
Totally. I mean, I'm guessing that's why he's so sought after for these, customized leadership solutions. He's not just like a one-size-fits-all kind of guy.
Definitely not. He's like bespoke leadership training.
Okay, so there's this line in the document that I thought was really telling. It talks about Newnham's like drive to be constantly acquiring and applying new knowledge.
I saw that too. It made me think.
Like, is he ever not learning? Does he like sleep?
Probably not much.
But seriously, though, doesn't that kind of resonate with you? Like, the best leaders are the ones who never stop learning.
Absolutely. And I think that's reflected in his approach, He's not just teaching theory, he's drawing from his own experiences, from his successes and his failures.
Speaking of which, there's this quote that Newnham apparently loves from Jim Collins' book, Good to Great. It says, "It is impossible to have a great life unless it is a meaningful life. And it is very difficult to have a meaningful life without meaningful work."
Oh, that's a good one. Classic Collins.
Right. And it totally makes sense coming from Newnham. I mean, his whole approach is about helping people find that meaning in their work. Like, that's got to be motivating for his clients.
For sure. And remember that hedgehog concept that Collins talks about?
Oh, yeah. The one about finding the intersection of your passion, what you're best at, and what makes money.
Exactly. Newnham uses that in his training to help leaders figure out their team's hedgehog. And by aligning their work with that concept, he's helping them create a sense of purpose that resonates with everyone.
Which was awesome. But also, I got to be honest, that whole meaningful work thing, it's aspirational for sure, but is it realistic for everyone?
That's a great question. I mean, not every job is going to be like saving the world or creating groundbreaking art.
Right. So how does Newnham deal with that in his programs? Like, does he address that potential disconnect?
I don't know for sure, but it'd be interesting to see how he approaches it. Maybe he helps people find meaning in the smaller things, like the contributions they're making, even if the job itself isn't their ultimate dream.
Yeah, like finding purpose in the process, even if the end product isn't, changing the world.
Right. Or maybe it's about connecting their work to their personal values. Even if the job itself isn't their passion, maybe they can find meaning in how it allows them to, support their family or contribute to their community.
That's a good point. So even if you're not, head over heels in love with your job, there's still ways to make it.
More than just a paycheck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so to wrap this up, it seems like Michael Newnham is like a triple threat. He's got the academic background, the real-world experience, and this deep belief in the power of meaningful work.
Yeah, he's definitely someone worth checking out, especially if you're, in a leadership position or aspire to be one. And maybe this whole deep dive has gotten you thinking about your own work. Like, where do your passions and skills intersect? What kind of impact do you want to make? Those are some pretty big questions, but they're worth exploring. Maybe that's your homework for today.
Think about your own hedgehog.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we'll wrap things up here. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll catch you next time.